to the first lesson of new SAT Math. Okay, so I'm Edward, your SAT Math Master. Okay, so in this lesson, I'll teach you to master all kinds of question and written SAT math question type. Okay, so before we start, so let's look at what is the change for the new syllabus. Okay, so the data booklet basically is the reference. Okay, so in your SAT exam, you will see reference. So it means that it's the equation you don't need to memorize. It's all provided in the SAT exam, okay? So you can see the circle, area of the circle, the circumference, and here the area of the rectangle, okay, easy, and the area of the triangle, yeah? But basically you need to know how to use a special right triangles, okay? So this one's harder. So basically if I ask you, so a quick question, if I ask you sine 30 degree, what is the answer for this one, okay? So you can see sine means opposite over hypotenuse, okay? So sine is opposite over hypotenuse, which is 2x. So if you cancel this out, then you have 1 over 2, yeah? So sine 30 is 1 over 2. But what if I ask you cosine 60? Okay, so cosine 60 is adjacent over hypotenuse. This is very, very basic knowledge, okay? So adjacent is x over 2x, and then you cancel this out, it will be 1/2, yeah? Okay, so the way I memorize this is SOHCAHTOA, okay, SOHCAHTOA. So this is the only thing you need to memorize for the special right triangles. SOHCAHTOA. S stands for sine, opposite over hypotenuse, right? Cosine, adjacent over hypotenuse. And then TOA, tangent, opposite over adjacent, yeah? Okay, so basically this is the general thing you need to understand, and also the number of degrees for the circle will be 360, easy. So, and the sum of the angles in the triangle is 180, yeah? So it means that if you add up all the angle here, it will be 180, add up all the angle within the circle, then it will be 360. Okay, so, and the structure change for the new SAT math test, okay? So there are two things you must know before the SAT exam, okay? The first one is the structure. Okay, so the test structure for the new SAT exam, right now you have more questions, okay? You have 58 questions for the SAT exam. And right now you only have 2 sections. The first section is 55 minutes, okay? And that is a calculator paper. So you have in total 38 questions. But what kind of question is it? So you have 1 to 30 MCQs. So when I say MCQ, it means multiple choice, okay? Multiple choices. Or you will see they will work like this, okay? Problem-solving questions, okay? Problem-solving questions in SAT, it means MCQ, yeah? Multiple choice, 1 to 30. And then you have 8 questions for grade-in. When I say grade-in questions, it means that you have to write the answer, okay, for the question. It means you have no choice to choose, yeah? And for section 2 is 25 minutes. 25 minutes is non-cal paper. When I say non-cal, it means that you're not allowed to use your calculator, okay? You have to all calculate this by hand, yeah? So there will be in total 20 MCQs. So you have to do it like very fast because you cannot use the calculator to check the answer, yeah? Okay, so that's a new question and there's a new syllabus and it will start in 2016 March, yeah? But for the old one, you will have 54 questions, okay? And you will have 3 sections. Section 1, Section 2, Section 3. 25 minutes, 8 MCQs plus 10 written questions. So you have 8 MCQs and 10 written questions, right? Basically, it's similar to the new one, okay? But just have less questions and then you have more sections, yeah? So for Section 2, 25 minutes, you have 20 MCQs, and then for Section 3, you have 16 MCQs. So basically for the old one and the new one, okay? So this is the first one, you know the structure. Now you have less sections, and then you have non-cal and cal paper, yeah? But for this one's all calculator paper, yeah? And the second thing you need to know is the additional change for math, yeah? So for the MCQ, actually change to 4 choices. So in the past, for the old one, you have 5 choices, okay? Let's say x plus 1 equals 2, then you have 5 answers. Let's say 0, minus 1, 2, 3, and 5, yeah? Okay, so you have to choose the answer. Maybe 1 here. Okay, so you have to choose the answer among the 5 choices, okay? But right now, you only have 4 choices for the new one. So that means you have 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D, 0, minus 1, 1, and 3, yeah? So obviously, if you don't know how to do the question, then you can guess it, right? Okay, so it will be easier. And the second thing is new topics. This is very, very important because you have 5 additional topics added into the new syllabus. One is the congruence and similarity. So I'll teach you this like in the later notes, okay? Complex number, the circle, and also volume word questions, and also right angle geometry, okay? So all these are like harder topics, yeah? So they try to add into the new syllabus. So you can see the structure now is easier, but the topic here you add more topics and which is harder topics. So make sure you understand all this before a test. Okay, so right now let's move on to the question type. Okay, so we have 10 question type to master today.